Hello everyone, how are you all? In the last video, we have covered almost that the unit 2 chapter, that is electronic spreadsheet. Now, as I told you in the last video, that we'll be covering two topics, that is how to share your worksheet data and how to create a macros and what are macros basically, right? So let's do the topic, that is how to share worksheet data. And you can see on your screen that I've already written one data here, right? The name is written: house rent, electricity bills, grocery bills, traveling expenses, phone or mobile phone bills, monthly. These are bifurcated here, and let me open session 3 data, that is sharing worksheet data. What you have to do is basically, why we want to share a data. Suppose you're working in MNC company and you have colleagues there, right? And you're working in one of the department of the company, and while working in a departments, you are having your different working partners there, right? With which between which you are to exchange the data, you're sharing the information, right? Whatever you are working, you are sharing your working information also there. Working data is also being shared. So suppose you are you have prepared one data, this one, and you want to share this to your different colleagues and all different. So I'll be writing here June, right? So till May you have inputted the data. Now is the turn of your colleague to write down the data from June onwards. Okay, so that's why I'm writing in front of you that this much data will be filled by the other colleague, the other person concerned, or the other employee of the company. So you'll be sharing this data after completing your work, and after that handing over to the other uh, person. Okay, so how you will share it, the main question is. So what you have to do, you open it. Okay, you just simply click on the review tab, right? Under the review tab, you have a changes group. In the changes group, you can see that is a share workbook. Okay, so the caption is written: allow multiple people to work in a workbook at the same time. So I'll be explaining what are the advantages and disadvantages. So after clicking the share workbook, I got the share workbook dialog box here. This is who has this workbook open now. So I have opened this. So this is the name of my system administrator. Exclusive means live. I have opened it and it's opening still in a continuous form. Okay, and allow changes by more than one user at the same time. If I am working and the other colleagues are also working simultaneously, just allow them to save it, to work over it. Okay, so I'll be writing my work, they'll be doing their work. And in advanced mode, let me explain you one by one what is the meaning of these all things. Very much important. You have never heard these points before. Track changes. Track changes, keep change history for 30 days. So this can go with 365 days. Okay, that means if other person is doing changes in your file, if they have done a mistake and they are not just what do we say, that they are not admitting that they have committed a mistake. So with this option you can show them this data was arranged by me, and after this you have created or you have maintained the data, so these are your records. Okay, you will show the history. Next is update changes. So when file is saved, when I press Ctrl S, immediate after that the file gets saved. Okay, or you can give a timings here. 15 minutes are given, but minimum 5 minutes and maximum of 1440 minutes can be given here, can be provided here, right, to automatically save. But considering that every file is important, whenever I press Ctrl S, so it must be saved immediately. So I'll be clicking when file is saved. Okay, next is conflicting changes between user. If 2 or 3 users are working simultaneously, that means at the same time parallelly. So ask me which changes when. That means ask or prompt every or means prompt me. I am the owner of this workbook. I have shared this workbook with the other colleagues. So ask me if someone is changing simultaneously. Suppose I am working in June, this area, right? So I'll be writing 4000. Another user is also writing in the same cell, June, G2 cell. Okay, so 3000. So it will ask me whether you want to keep this 4000 or you want to keep the 3000, because 4000 I have written, 3000 the colleague is writing. Okay, so then I got to know that someone is also writing in the same cell. So because I know that to whom I have shared the file, right? So I'll be calling them and I'll be asking that you are working on a same cell. You just do the other work, right? So I'll be taking care from now onwards. Okay, so here confliction can be reduced or overcome. Next is include in personal view, print setting, filter setting. Just enable it. This is known as enable when the check symbol is there. Okay, and okay. So it will ask for sharing, where you want to share, save. So you can see here only book 1 is written here. After saving it, because I have already shared, in the bracket shared will come. You can see that the file is already shared now. Anyone can see. Alright, so this is the working of sharing, how you can share the workbook. Now is creating macros, very much important. You must see create and use of macros. Macros are a very useful feature or a tool of Excel. It helps in saving time in case when same set of tasks are to be done repeatedly, like formatting, applying similar formula in similar range of cell or data. ये हम करते हैं अभी, ठीक है? So what I have to do, I'll be writing sum, maximum and minimum. That means I'll be doing the summation of these data and I'll be writing the answer here. Then be creating finding the maximum number and the minimum number for this data. And after that, with a single click, I'll be finding all three with a single shortcut key and other with a single shortcut key. Okay, because I'll be creating the macro here because I want the same formatting, the same functioning, means sum, maximum, minimum here also, here. Okay, so let's do it. So what you have to do, you have to click on the 2500 cell first, because you have to start from this cell, go to view, then here you can see a macro option is there. Click on the macro option. After that, use relative references. Click on use relative references. Okay, after that click on record macro. So give the name practice 10. Just remember, we cannot give space, we cannot use any special symbol here. So shortcut is Control B and store macro in new workbook. This is the new workbook or this workbook. This is this workbook. Save. Okay, the command is not available in shared workbook. Okay, they have told us that it is not available. So I'll be creating the new B. Okay, and practice 10 and okay. Okay, so now how to identify that whether the recording is started? You can see there, stop recording, because it is already started. So what I will do equal to here in the sum, and we'll be putting the formula here. Then we'll selecting the range, then bracket close. 4900 is the total amount, as I'll be selecting here, and I got 4900 total here. You can see that I put the formula here too. Finding. Next is maximum equals to max, bracket start, select the range, enter. 2500 is the maximum, equals to minimum, min, select the range, bracket close, enter. 300 is the minimum amount. So now what we'll be doing, stop macro, click on the macro. Okay, so do not click on this macro because this is one step added here, so I'll be telling you what to do. So now you'll be clicking on 2550, click on use relative reference, Control B, you got it, Control B. So I'm pressing by clicking on Control B. So here you go, right, this is it. This was the working of macro. I hope you like it. That's it. With this, the chapter is completed. Okay, I hope you understood it well. We'll be doing the next chapter very soon. Okay, I'll be sharing the videos very soon. Thank you. That's it.